Hello and welcome to Chasing Care, your 15-minute seated workout for seniors on Fridays at 5:30. That's every Friday at 5:30 in the comfort of your own home and sitting on a chair. Now, for anybody that's new to the channel, if you're on the sofa because you don't have a chair, as long as you can move your arms around, that's absolutely fine. So why are we here? Well, as we age, we lose strength, we lose flexibility, and our movement is a little bit restricted. Unlike, you can hear the noise here today, I have my son's dog called Bruce, who's about to appear on camera. He thinks that the world is his, and he might well be pottering in and out during our session today. But our 15-minute seated workout, which I run every Friday at 5:30, is for seniors, but for those that are struggling with stiffness, some pain in the joints. And what we're going to do is help you build muscle, build some more flexibility, and give you the confidence to be able to get out of your chair, sit down in your chair, get out and about, reach up the cupboards and the like. My name is Gavin Chase. I'm your coach, and you can check me out anytime you like on the Chasing Care channel on YouTube. We have many videos for seniors, all seated workouts, and also we have some snippets on some specific exercises that you might like to do randomly throughout the day, which might take you a minute or 5 minutes. In addition to that, I should stress that on the channel, we also provide a lot of information about caring for seniors and elders. You'll find that there's many podcasts that we do, full podcasts with industry professionals that talk about things like what sort of care is right for me. Is it living care? Is it domiciliary care? Is it a care home? Is it a nursing home? We talk about financial matters and other issues such as how do I deal with the local authority? What is attendance allowance? What is a care needs assessment and the like? So within Chasing Care, we are more than just 15-minute workouts for seniors, but on a Friday, right now, we're about to start a 15-minute workout. Now, for those that are a little bit worried that they might not be able to do anything or join in, you can join in. What I try to do is build in some regression into everything we do. As I said to you, it is gentle, it is simple, but it will build up a little bit of strength and additional flexibility. As we age, sarcopenia means that we will be losing muscle mass from the age of 50 onwards, and we lose about 8 to 10% of muscle mass every decade. So if we don't keep on top of it, then unfortunately we'll end up shuffling around and sitting in chairs and asking people to wait on us hand and foot, and that's not what we want. Sadly, about 16% of the UK population do need some form of home care. It's not just because they can't move, obviously, but if you can prevent the need for home care, which is so expensive these days, it might be a bonus for you and your family. Now, you might see down here that I've got a tin of beans. I'm not sponsored by Heinz baked beans. It could be any type of baked beans. The other thing I have here is a couple of water bottles. If you're really fancy, you may have a couple of dumbbells, but you could also use some form of resistance band. And of course, if you're building up your strength from a very low base, you can just do the exercises without any form of weights at all. I'm here for you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm certainly not your doctor. I'm not your physician. And I would say to you that if any time you feel significant pain in what you're doing, please stop and check with a professional as to what you want to do. This is based on lots of experience that I've had over years providing exercises and support to people in their own homes. So today we're going to do 15 minutes of upper body strength to help maintain a posture, which is so important. We don't want to be rounding our shoulders, and also to allow us to be able to reach into those cupboards or push ourselves out of the chair. So it's a 15-minute workout, but before we do anything, it's absolutely essential that we do a warm-up. Never do exercise at all without any form of warm-up. Now, if you're in a chair, I like to sit slightly towards the front. I find that just gives me a little bit more space. On the sofa, do the same, just shuffle to the front, because we do just need to have a little bit of flexibility around the top half of our body for this workout, which will be, as I said, about strength and about movement too. So let's get going. We've got about 15 minutes together, and thanks for being here. If you're watching this live, please feel free to make a comment below. Tell me where you are in the world, maybe. If you're not watching live, that's okay too. You can also make a comment below. And if there's anything that you'd like to know more about, or you're unsure about the technique or whatever, please make a comment below and I will respond. We look at every comment. So let's start. So sitting up straight, shoulders back, butt relaxed. And what we're going to do is about 30 seconds of rolling our shoulders forward and back. Now you might see me hit a timer, but I don't always stick to it. But now we'll just sit up and roll those shoulders forward and then roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward and roll the shoulders back. So I'll turn sideways while you continue doing that, just to make sure you see what I'm doing. So we're not rolling ourselves over at all. We're just keeping our posture nice, our chin up nicely, and just rolling those forward and rolling them back. Rolling them forward and rolling them back, just to ease off some of the stress that we have in our shoulders. Okay, we'll do about 5 more. And always do it with a smile on your face. You can achieve so much more with a smile on your face. Well done. So that's your shoulders done. Now what we're going to do is some arm raised small circles. So we're putting our arms out. Again, when you're putting your arms out, try not to put them here. Try and pull them back a little bit and relax your shoulders. Relax your scapula, which is the shoulder at the back there. Just relax it, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to do some rolls backwards, and then we're going to get bigger. And then that we're going to do forward and forward. All right? So, are you there? Are you ready? Arms up. Now, I do appreciate, of course, I should say, if you can only get your arms to here, get your arms to there. Because the more you move, the greater flexibility you can build into your shoulders, and within weeks, you'll be flying up here as well. So let's go. We'll do about 30 seconds in one direction. And then after we've done about 30 seconds, and we'll just get it a little bit bigger. Okay. And this is helping with your rotator cuff, which is the shoulder, where you've got 4 muscles in there, and often that gets very, very tight. And once you start getting tight in there, you start feeling hunched up. Let's go to smaller again. Nice little small ones. Do about 5 more seconds of this and stop. And now let's go back. Okay, we'll go back. Small circles. Feel free, if you want to get bigger now, just get them bigger now. Try and keep those shoulders nice and relaxed though, yeah? Don't do the shoulders up to the ears and getting yourself all stressed out about it. We don't want to be doing that at all, okay? You continue, please. Okay, there's your arm circles. Have you gone forward the other way yet? Or back, whichever way you started, make sure you're doing the opposite of that. Oh, so if you're feeling a little bit fatigued, feel free just to lower your arms a little bit. Okay. And a couple of big ones just to finish it off. Well done. There we go. And shake that off. So that's your warm-up done. Now what we're going to do is a 5-minute block of simple exercises to build on a little bit of strength. As I said, we're going to do about 45-second different exercises which will work with different muscles to give you a general workout. Now we've got a choice here now, because what we're going to do is some seated shoulder presses. So we're going to be doing this movement here, starting from the shoulder and pushing up. So if you wish, and you have a tin of beans for a little bit of extra, you can do this. Or if you've got some water bottles, any water bottles will do, you can use those. Or if you have some weights, you can do those. So whatever you've got to hand, we'll use whatever you've got to hand. I'm going to join in with a tin of beans today. Are you ready? We're going to do about 45 seconds of shoulder press. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, let's go. Oh, again, try and keep those shoulders nice and relaxed as you go up. And try not to have your arms out the front here. We want to see a press from here. Okay? Boom. If you wish to, you can go up nicely and go down slowly. Bit of speed up if you wish, and down, depending on the weight. Now, be careful that you don't overdo it. But the resistance coming down is going to give you your strength. Okay? Well done. Ooh, how's that feeling for you? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Gently bring those down. Give it a little bit of a shake. Oh. Next, we're going to do some seated row pulls. Basically, imagine you're on a rowing boat. Now again, you can either use weights or tins of beans. The alternative is you can use a resistance band. In last week's session, we did some rows. And what I've done is hook the band under my feet and put them on the floor. Okay. Now, if you're really feeling a lot stronger, you can double up the band and put it under your feet. But imagine you're in a rowing boat with your oars in the hand, and what you're going to do is pull those elbows back. Pull those elbows back. Okay? So we're going to do about 45 seconds of that. I'm going to do it in a single band. Let's go. And when you're releasing your arms back out in front of you, don't just snap them back like this. There's a number of reasons for that. One of them, it's not good for your shoulders if you're going to release your arms quite so fast. Okay? And again, make sure you're sitting up straight and holding your belly in. You want a solid core, which is the essence of helping you maintain your balance. By holding it in while you're doing exercises, you're certainly helping yourself in the future. Okay, so how far are we down the river now? The thing about rowing is you tend to go backwards, don't you? so you don't know where you're going. Okay, we'll do about 15 more seconds. There we go, gentle. And if it gets too much, let go of the band or whatever and do it without anything, but grip your wrist, grip your fist when you're doing it, okay? Put a bit of tension into the arms. Okay, that's brilliant, well done. There we go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. That's your seated rows done. Next, we're going to do some seated bicep curls. I think everybody knows what biceps curls are all about. And again, if you don't feel that you can carry any weight at all, clench your fist and hold it nice and tight while you're doing it. It will just add some stress into the muscles. You'll feel it. You'll feel it if you pinch your hand like this now. You'll feel it in the muscle. Yeah. So that's the bicep curl is a bicep curl. So I'm going to show you with a weight, sitting sideways again, relaxing the shoulder, arm nice and straight, elbow nicely in, and we're just going to curl. Curl back to the hip. Okay. Don't drop it down here. We don't need to do that. Just here. Okay. And if you feel tired at any point, stop. Right. Are you ready? I'm going to use it with a couple of weights. We'll do about 15 seconds. About 45 seconds. 15 seconds wouldn't be much good for anybody, would it? So we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Make sure your feet are nice and planted on the floor. Make sure your posture is good. Make sure you're holding your core as well. So you're holding your belly in. Yeah? You've got your elbows tight nicely by your side. You're not going to drop the weight all the way down. You're just going to hold it down at knee height. You're going to keep your head up nicely and shoulders relaxed. This is not an exercise for your neck. Remember, everything that we've done so far, I've talked about making sure you have your posture. Everything that we're doing today in terms of the strength and mobility will help improve your posture. What they used to say, shoulders back, chest out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Put those weights down gently. Don't drop them on the floor. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is a chest press. Now, again, you've got to keep your shoulders relaxed on this. The chest press is simply, we're going to put our hands up here and we're just going to push out and stretch out. Okay? So you'll feel your shoulder blades, scapulars come together at the back on the backward movement. And then on the forward movement, you're pushing out as straight as you can. Try not to do too much rolling over on the shoulders again. Okay? Again, it's all about core and posture. So shoulders back and down. You ready? Let's do about 45 seconds. You can imagine that you're actually doing press-ups off the floor. Yeah? So when you've extended as far as you can, just try and extend a little bit further. Again, I know we've got mixed abilities with us today. And some of you might only be able to get, some of you, keep going by the way, don't stop. Some of you might only be able to get to there, and that's fine. Just get to there and then try and push just a little bit further. What we're trying to do is get that rotator cuff, the 4 muscles up there and the bones working together so you can push out all the way eventually. Okay? Pinch those shoulders back on the back. As you come back there, pinch those back and push and stretch out without shoulder rotation, without rolling your shoulder over the top. Yeah? Continue doing that for me. Okay, 10 seconds more. 10, 9, 8. Are you still smiling? 7, 6, 5. See if you can stretch out as far as you can now. 4. Stretch out. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Shake that off. Did you see I'm always smiling when I'm doing this workout because it makes me feel so much better when I finish doing it. Right, we've got one more exercise to do before we finish the strength exercise section. And this is very straightforward, very simple. You don't need any weights to do this at all. Putting your feet on the floor. What we're going to do is stretch both hands above our head. Then we're going to stretch a little bit higher. And then we're going to imagine that we're holding a bar and our shoulders are dropping. Okay, shoulders are dropping. So, okay, so we've reached up and now the shoulders are dropping. And you'll feel it in your lats, which is this big one here. Okay, so shoulders up and then let it drop. And you'll build the tension into your lats over here. So let's go. And if you can only get up to there, that's fine. Just see if you can squeeze the lats here while you're doing it. Just see if you can bring the shoulder down to give you separation from your ears. That's the way to probably imagine it. See if you can push your shoulders when you've got it reached up to the sky, slightly away from the ears. Okay? It's quite a technical one for some people, but when we're doing pull-ups and muscle-ups and so forth, and we're holding onto the bar, what we try and do is to get into a position where we can actually create that space between our shoulders and our ears. Make sure you're reaching up nice and high. If you need to take a break and put your arms down for a second, that's absolutely fine. We'll do 3 more up here. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. That's brilliant. Oh, there we go. Now you've done a lot of work on your shoulders today, so well done you. We can take a drink. If you haven't got water, you should when you're exercising and in life. What do you put in your water? When I have a drink of water, I always put lemon juice. Some people put lemon juice and salt. Others put things like turmeric in, don't they? Put a comment below as to what you might be putting in your drink of choice during the day, and how many litres of water do you actually have. So what we're going to do is a bit of rotation and chest opening. Let's call it a shoulder opener. And what we need to do is put our arms out wide with your hands up or down. And what we're going to simply do is rotate our hands 180 degrees the other way. So keeping your shoulders, your posture, your core tight, put your arm out to the side, both hands at the same time if you can. And all we're doing is simply twisting like so. Okay, so we'll do that for about 45 seconds. And you'll feel the rotation inside the joint. I've told you so many times today already, I think I'm getting a bit repetitive, but it's so important that we have that movement in our rotator. So we're on to the second half of the session. Shouldn't take us too long to get through this. Arms out and twisting, relaxing your shoulders down, shoulders back and down. Don't lift them up like this and tense up the shoulders. That's not going to do you any good. Relax your shoulders. You'll feel it. And try not to bring your arms too far forward either. I mean, I'm not going to say don't do it if you can't get your arm out there, around here. Do what you can. Do what you can. I'm pleased that you're here, because if you're here, you're making an effort. And if you're making an effort, you're halfway to winning, in my opinion. And Rome wasn't built in a day. Everything we do in life is a learning curve, isn't it? The first day that you had your job, if you can think back to the first day you had your first job or your new job, you probably didn't know exactly what you were doing, did you? But after a period of time of practice and practice, doing the same thing, you got better and better. And it's the same with this. Rotating those hands up, down, face up, face down, face up. Brilliant. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Shake it off and relax. The next one is nice and easy. Nice and easy. We're going to move our head, our chin, over one shoulder and then back over the other. And we're going to do that gently for about 30-40 seconds. Now, the importance for this is that we're not going to be jerking ahead. We're moving our head nice and slowly. And as usual, sitting up to get our posture right, shoulders back and down, core nice and tight. You'll have a six-pack by the end of this. So you ready? Let's look over here. And then slowly over there. Okay. You do it at your pace. If you only manage to do 2 or 3, you do 2 or 3. If you do 5 or 6, do 5 or 6. But keep those shoulders relaxed. Do not bring the shoulders up to your ears. How does that make you feel? Do you get clicks in your neck when you do this? I do. And I must have done it 1,000 times, but I still get clicks in my neck. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's brilliant. Well done. In a few weeks' time, you'll be able to look backwards over your shoulder without the need of a rear view mirror. Next, we're going to do some side mobility. You'll feel the stretch down the side here. It's good. This is really good. Again, not only for posture, but also it builds confidence in being able to turn, okay, and reach up for things out of the cupboards again. So what we're simply going to do is a seated side bend. We're going to reach our arm up to the sky and then bring it over our head, and at the same time slightly lean across to one side, and you'll feel the pull on this. We'll just hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and up gently and put that arm down. Bring the other arm up, bring it across your head and do the bend. Okay, you can use this hand to imagine yourself dropping down and feeling that pull. Again, if you don't have much flexibility, that's absolutely fine. You're not trying to do a ballerina's dance. Let's do that again. This is not the Olympics. So if you want to drop yourself down using, just try and keep your body square. So what I don't want to see you do is twist your body around and go over the top like so, yeah? Sitting up, put the other arm up and stretching it, stretch it, stretch it. And back. And we'll do 2 more simple ones. Stretching. Feel it here all the way down to your hip probably. Yeah? Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? opening up your chest, opening up your side, allowing you to stretch higher than you've ever stretched before. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay. There's a couple more to go and then we're done. And the next one is a shoulder squeeze. So what I want you to do is just pull your arms back. So you're bringing your scapular bones, the shoulder bones, together. And we just hold it for a couple of seconds and then let it go. So it's all about body form again. Nice straight posture, chin up, parallel to the floor. Here we go. We just go pull back and hold. So it's a bit like the row motion that we did. This time, we're just going to hold it there. Hold your belly in and let it go. Okay. So if you already started, which I know some of you have, let's do it again. Shoulders, posture, stomach in, smiling, chin up. Yay. And you must be thinking to yourself, I've nearly done, I've nearly done. You are stars. Back we go again. And hold, 2, 3, there. Hold, 2, 3, there. Hold, 2, 3, there. Last one. Hold, 2, 3, there. Brilliant. We have one more to do on the movement side, and that's a simple one. We're going to put our arm across our chest like so, put our other arm behind the elbow, and we're just going to gently pull our arm across the body. Join in. Just gently. And then the arm down, the arm across the body to the other shoulder, go behind the elbow and give it a gentle pull as well. This is all helping to loosen that upper back and loosen your shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. Put your arm across the body. If you can't put your hand behind it, your arm behind it, feel free just to give it a little bit of a pull with your hand. Okay? Trying to keep your body a little bit straight, yeah, rather than twisting all the way around. We're trying to build a little bit of tension in that shoulder. The last one, arm across. I'll do it with my hand this time. Just pulling across. Keeping that posture again. Are you bored with hearing me say that? Keep your posture. Keep your posture. My mum used to say that to me all the time. Stop slouching. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Absolutely amazing. You've done it. You've completed a 15-minute workout. You can take it at your own pace in the future. You can do all of that a little bit quicker or a little bit slower. It's up to you. But before I let you go, we need to do one more thing. And that's a cool down. At the end of every exercise, you want to be able to relax your body and reverse some of the tension. So what we're going to do, quite simply, is we're going to open up our chest by breathing in and raising our arms. So you can start with your head down and then breathe in and then breathe out. So let's breathe in through your nose, raising the arms. Hold for 2 and then breathe out through the mouth. Now on this particular one, I'm not overly bothered if you roll your shoulders over. That's perfectly acceptable. I'll let you off on that. If not, you can just hinge from the hip as well. So we'll do a couple more of those. Breathe in, arms up, hold, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. We're going to do 2 more. Breathe in. You're opening your chest up. Breathe out. And on this last one, breathe in. And then let it go. Breathe out. And there's one more thing I want you to do. Once you've breathed out, breathe in, small one. And then breathe out and let it all go. Oh, that was amazing. You should feel a lovely, nice stretch all over your back. And the very last thing we're going to do today is simple wrist rolls. So let's get our hands out in front of us. If you can only put them there, that's absolutely fine. And what we're doing is wrist circles. And then we're going to go the other way. And the other way. Whilst we're finishing off, I'd just like to say thank you for joining me today. It's been a blast. If you've enjoyed this session, please check out and subscribe to the Chasing Care channel here on YouTube. And if you're really feeling friendly towards me, why don't you like it, share it, and add a comment below? That would be absolutely stunning. If you do this sort of exercise 2, 3, 4 times a week, these little sessions, and you'll find that there are quite a few of these now within the Chasing Care channel, you will feel better, you will feel stronger, you'll feel more confident and have the flexibility and ability to make the moves that you want when you want walking the dog. You might even run down the road, who knows? Some of the people that I've had on here before have had knee pain and shoulder pains, which has sort of prevented them from doing their jogging. And with a little bit of strength building, they've actually been able to get back into running and walking their dog. So I'm delighted to be here for you. Until next time, you take care.